So the junk we don't need. Okay, these are those reproduction cylinders that we repainted and ground off the front and the R off. So now you just got the casting marks. Kind of look like Harley, but not. I'm going to scrape the paint off, so just take my scraper here. Knock off the heavy stuff. I'm not too concerned about low spots. So that's how you do that. Pick it off. We just go from there. Alright, you filming?
Filming.
Oh, good, I can erase all that and start over. Okay, we're putting the clips on here. Takes a special tool here. Put a ramp on it, go up here. And it popped off. Oh, yeah, it's longer than the wrist pin is. Special tool for doing that now. I'll make sure it's tight on there. It is tight. That's a good thing. So without having that tool, it'd be hard to do. Okay, so those are done. Of course, I just mixed them, didn't I? That one works good on that one. Good guess, huh? Because they're different. Okay, rings. It's the right ones. Tight. Tough with that. They're tight. They're still tight.
Is it not supposed to go in there?
It would be nice if it was some ring gap.
Yeah.
Another tight one. That was a little looser. That one might work. No, still tight. These are 15.5, 16 thou. These bores must be really tight. Oh, well. Looks like they're all tight. No, that one looks a little better, but still close. At least we're consistent.
You're going to file the gap to make a wider gap in it, or?
Yep. I do some filing. Okay, cut it off with the tools. Erasing. Okay, our gap's tight. So I'll go over here and file it. Here's our filer. It's actually more like a grinder than a filer. You push it against these two pins, it squeezes it up. You hold this perpendicular so it cuts equally. And I hold it down with my two fingertips against the plate. And then you push in on it. And then you grind it. And that leaves a little bit of burrs, so you take a little sanding stone and knock the burrs off.
Damn.
See, it takes the burrs off. Wipe the ring off on your clean rag or shirt. Put it back in and check it. There's a gap in there. Don't stay no more.
Good. Got the recommended gap now.
Yeah, there's a gap. That's the recommended gap.
You done?
I'm done with that part. I'm going to do the other part. Okay, we're installing the rings here. Put one gap over there.
Tell them what ring that is.
One gap over here. They'll have to figure it out on their own.
No, that's the oil.
I don't care. It's the ring that fits in this groove.
The groovy ring?
That's the
Oil
one.
ring.
So those are stacked. Then you find the one that has a dot on it.
Okay.
Dot. These are stiff, so I gotta use my tool.
Did we tell them what 3647 is yet?
Nope, I'm not going to.
I told somebody that the other day, kept using the term, and I said, once you use this term here, it won't be as, nobody will know what it is, and you can still use it.
Yeah, they didn't know what it was either. How they know they're using it correctly? Have to figure that
You don't
out.
line up all the gaps so nice and uniform?
You can do anything you want. It's your bike. You can do whatever you want.
Line up the gap. Hey, we like everything to be uniform.
Yeah.
Line up those gaps.
Kind of important.
It looks better that way, at least. Okay. I need some oil. Oil. Now, I already gooped up all the gaskets,
Gooped up the
You
gaskets.
didn't need oil on your gaskets.
so they're gonna have to look at some other video to see how to do that. We gotta make sure you show them what we're using.
Okay.
Too bad. Have to figure it out themselves. Good luck on finding it. Okay. More goop. Everything is gooped. Goop, goop, goop. Alright. And my finger's all full of goop. Oh, I forgot something.
What'd you forget?
I forgot to goop up something. It's important too.
Or rods.
We really got oil in the crank still down there, so we don't have to worry about putting oil in it.
Where do you have oil in the cranks?
So when the motor turns over, the oil gets lubricated on the pistons before the pump works.
Yeah, but did you just dump some oil in there?
No, the motor ran before. It has oil in it. It's custom. Okay, here's our pistons. Here's our cylinder. These go together.
Maybe I should be on the other side where you can see what you're doing.
Trying to break the rings. These are stiff ass rings.
There's a ring compression tool.
I was using
I
it.
don't no ring. I don't need no stinking ring compression
It's called
tool.
this finger and that finger. They're stiff ass ones too. One in. It's called a ring compressor. That one's not going. That means it's stuck over here. There it goes. See the gap. Okay, what side are we on? Which cylinder is this?
I believe it's the front. I can tell by the dimple in the skirt.
You can also tell by the intake cut on
Right.
the side and the push rod cut
Right,
on this
right,
side.
right.
It's got somebody grounding mark off that they put on there.
Hmm.
Harley never had a mark. The mechanics had to be smart enough to do it. Alright, what's that fancy tool? One fancy tool.
You on there?
Maybe.
Kind of important that you check.
Yeah, once I find the appropriate tool. For some reason, not seem to be sitting right here. Of course, it's at the very bottom. Special tool. And it doesn't seem to be moving. And it looks like it's all the way in. So that one's good. Oil on the skirt. Gasket's already on there. We hope. For some reason it's not going. There it goes. And the parts. And I do not use them stupid ass lock washers. Harley never did.
You Loctite those or no?
I just tighten the piss out of them. These don't go on very well. Yeah, put a little oil on them. That's why I don't use a lock washer. If you use a lock washer, you can't tighten the nut down. Lock washer breaks. See, just tight enough. But you gotta do it the hard way. Of course, you're trying not to scratch the CAD plating.
I got enough of the tightening up this